Caspar David Friederich. That's one of the most important German Romantic painters. He was born in 1774 and he died in 1840. What are the main features of the German Romanticism? Well, first of all, the ideas of German Romanticism are modeled upon the ideas of Goethe and Rilke, which were two writers and poets of the time. The idea of nationalism is very important. Germany is finding its own identity in that period, and Friedrich was a real patriot, and actually in many paintings the idea of nation is very present. Also the idea of hero. And also, in a way, Germany found its own roots in the Middle Age, in this period of spirituality and aesthetics. And also, it's very important, the natural world. Friedrich is very well known because of his allegorical landscapes. Usually the people portrayed in his paintings are always backwards in contemplation. It's like it was an invitation for us to contemplate and admire nature. The idea of the natural world for Friedrich is actually a bit different than the idea of Turner. Turner thinks that nature is a strength and that man is at mercy of nature. Instead, Friedrich thinks that nature is very important. It's a vehicle to find harmony and to find peace, and in a way to have this mystical experience. So, divine creation against the artifice of human civilization. Obviously, this Romantic period, is anti-classical. As I said before, his primary interest is that we invite the person who is looking at his paintings to have the same spiritual experience in nature that he had. Subjects are cemeteries, are Gothic landscapes, winter landscapes. One of his most famous paintings is The Wonder Above the Mist, which is a painting done in 1817-18. It's in Hamburg in the Museum Kunsthalle in Germany. And here we can see a man that is contemplating nature. Maybe this is really one of his most intense paintings, and that really conveys his idea of contemplating nature. So we can see this man on this rock. He's looking at a landscape, a misty landscape with some mountains in the back. Here the nature is idealized, and it's a sort of collage of different landscapes. For example, the rock is somewhere, but the mountains was somewhere else. So he tries to compose a painting with idealized nature. He is wearing a German jacket that at the time it could be easily identified like a German dress, no, like was like underlining his belonging to the German nation. It is a sublime painting. Also, here is not really the feeling of fear that prevails, but maybe the idea of this overwhelming admiration for nature. And then we are going to see also the Sea of Ice painting that we can place in 1824. It's in Hamburg, in Kunsthalle. And, well, he was one of the first painters to portray winter landscapes where land is stark and dead. Well, as I told you when I explained you this in class, this painting was never sold because people found it too cruel, too aggressive. This painting is based upon an actual event that happened. That was there was a shipwreck in the Arctic Ocean of a group of explorers, I think Swedish explorers, and they sank in the Arctic Sea. It can have two interpretations, this painting, or maybe really just one, but based on something personal. This personal experience was that when he was a young kid, he was skating with his older brother, and he fell in a gap on the floor on the ice, and he was sinking, and his brother saved him, but while he was saving him, he actually sank and died. So this was a trauma of his childhood, and it's a very intense experience that probably here he, in a way, portrays. Second thing, it's thought to be also like the Wreck of Hope. It's also called the Wreck of Hope because it's considered a metaphor of the political situation of Europe. So that was dramatic. And so that's it. That's Friederich. And I invite you to watch other images to try to contemplate nature as he invites us.